Livestream day, you know. Alright, guys, the vibes. This is Livestream day, and it's all about having fun. It's all about changing the narrative. It's all about learning together and growing, and becoming better versions of ourselves. It's all about impacting lives ourselves. Today is fun, and just having fun. So, guys, begin today is name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let's go. So, guys, I'm starting. I'm just returning from work, not quite long, so I was like, Tabor, this is your volume. So I was like, the vibes. Let's come, just have fun. I had no, you know, I had a good day. Thank God. I went to work around around what time? What time was it? I left my house around past 10 to 11. Yeah, I was meant to reach the office by 12, but I guess I reached after to one or so, if I'm not mistaken. But funny thing, I went there and I was the first person. It was kind of funny, but there wasn't anything really much, to just running a set and running the shoes and stuff. But thank God, I had a nice time, eating up with colleagues and stuff, shooting videos, shooting content, liaising together, working on stuff together. So it was calm. So you get it. Today, man, I just want to vibe. Today is all about fun. So, but I'll be doing something kind of more specific. I want to just you guys some of my cooking disasters. I don't know if you guys have had cooking disasters. Well, me, I've had more than one. I've had more than two. I've had a lot, but I'll just be giving you guys a few. I know if you've had any cooking disaster, you can drop yours. And today is Fridays. It's also an EMA session. Ask me anything. If you want to ask anything about me, about life, about love, about relationship, basically anything, man, just drop it and we're good. So yeah, cooking disasters I've had. Well, I can remember a few, but there was a time, yeah, when my dad was still teaching me how to prepare beans. I don't know. Yeah, there's beans everywhere now. Just that probably the way we would prepare it is different from the way probably people would prepare it outside. Yeah, but that day, I guess it was on a Saturday. Yeah, I guess it was on a Saturday, and I was trying to teach me how to prepare beans. So there are different ways. No, there's actually just one pattern in cooking beans. Hi Satya or Satya. Hi, what's up? There's actually a pattern to cook beans. Like if you follow the hair, your beans will come out nice. So me now, this kind of thing. I don't have a sister, so my parents made sure they taught my brothers and I how to cook. The basic meal. So wherever we are, where we went to school, throughout our schooling, we're the ones cooking. So it was school we get. So daddy was trying to teach me how to cook beans. Hi Yanis, what's good? Yanis, I don't understand French. I'm sorry, or Spanish. I'm sorry. I don't really understand. I'm not Bob, bro. Nah, I'm not Bob, man. I'm Koda. I'm not Bob. Sorry. I don't know if I look like the person you're referring to, but I'm not Bob. So yeah, he was trying to teach me how to prepare beans that morning, that Saturday. It's like a stereotype in Africa, not like Africa. I think in Nigeria, Saturdays are for preparing beans. I don't know. I don't know who started that ideology, but most Saturdays or probably Saturday is weekend, and uh, your parents will mostly be at home or maybe they will go to work, But Saturdays everybody's at home because they're not going to school. I don't know if that stereotype or that ideology started from that. You can cook beans, but it should always be on Saturday. I don't know. It's usually very funny, but in Nigeria, I don't know if it happens in other countries in Africa. Okay, cool. That looking cool, man. Bless up, Satya. Shout out to you. I don't know if it's in other countries in Africa, but precisely in Nigeria, every Saturday, you get to visit like 5 of your friends. If you visit their homes, believe me, they all prepared beans. That's Saturday, either beans and yam, or beans and plantain. That's fried plantain, or beans and potato, or beans and porridge plantain, or just plain beans. Then probably it is curry or bread. But 70 to 80% of Nigeria homes now it has changed though. But growing up, 70 to 80% homes in Nigeria, bro, it was beans. So yeah, my dad was teaching me how to cook beans, and normally if you're to cook beans, you allow the beans to cook first, then with onion so it to be able to soft faster. Algeria, Nigeria, my friend. Okay, you're from Algeria. Shout out to you. Okay, Satya, you're from India. Shout out to you. Where are you from? Okay, I'm from Nigeria. I rep Nigeria. Nigeria is in Africa, precisely West Africa. That's where I'm from, and that's where I am currently. If you have any questions, please ask. Let's just have fun. This is all about fun. So, and if you also have some cooking disaster scenarios or experiences, you can as well drop yours. Why I still see mine. So this blessed Saturday, yeah, my dad was like teaching me how to prepare beans. This kind of amazement and amusement when you're trying to learn something new. So he told me that, okay, you have to pick the beans, remove the dirt and the chaps. He told me. Then you put it on the fire. Then you allow it to cook for a while. Then you pour the first water, because the first water usually be black, and that water is not usually healthy or good for eating or cooking or consumption. Yeah, but for your beans to soft better, you have to. So if you don't know how to cook beans, basically just teach you how to cook beans now. So for your beans to like get softer better or softer faster, you have to add onions. The more onions, the faster your beans would get done. So that is like I don't know how or what. Probably it's onions. Onions just does a lot to food. Aside that it makes food sweet. And I realize that some persons that don't like onions, but if you want your beans to get softer very quick, you should use many onions or much onions, whichever is correct. Then there's one I learned earlier. I don't know. They said if you put iron spoon in the beans, like to get softer faster. I don't know. I haven't tried that. I've been long I cook beans, but maybe next time I do, I'll try that. So moving on my story, my dad told me, you put your beans, you put onions, then you cover it. When it's kind of soft, right after a few minutes, you throw that first water, which is the black water, which is not good for consumption. Then you put the beans also in the water, then slice a lot of onions, then cover it. While it's on the fire, that is trying to get soft, because if it's not soft, you can't move on. It has to be soft for the ingredients to be able to enter inside. You feel me? Yeah. So while it's on fire, that's when you have prepared all your ingredients. Your pepper, your crayfish, yeah, you pound them. Your what else? Your ingredients basically, but the major ingredients of beans are pepper, spices, that's Maggi, salt. Then if you have any other spices that are unique to you, then you pound your garlic, your ginger. You can also pound onions, because onions makes food very sweet. If you put a lot of onions in a meal or in the food you're cooking, believe me, onions makes food very sweet and it's very much healthy. So if you don't really like seeing onions in your food, like sliced onions, you can pound it or you can blend it. Then when you blend it, now pour it, like a syrup, just as we have tomato paste and syrup stuff. Then you can pour it in your food if you don't like seeing onions, but onions is pretty much healthy and it makes food very sweet. So while your beans is on fire, yeah, I'm teaching you guys how to cook beans before I tell you guys my story. So while your beans is on fire, yeah, you pound your stuff, your ingredients, your spices, your onions, crayfish, pepper, garlic, ginger. Then you put them aside, like scoop them and put them in a plate. Then you get your palm oil ready, because palm oil is like the major contribution or major ingredient of beans. That's what gives beans that color and gives it, particular and unique taste of beans. You feel me? So you put your palm oil ready. Palm oil is red oil ready. Then then you heat your beans. I think it takes. It depends. If it's hard beans, bro, your beans can stay there like 30 minutes. It won't be soft. I've experienced that. You can see your beans 30 minutes. It will not be soft. You may get tired. You may get hungry. You may even start, looking for other things to eat because you're pretty much hungry. Beans, bro. I think that's one of the reasons it's usually prepared during weekends. Okay. I think that's one of the reasons it's usually prepared during weekends in Nigerian home, because everybody's at home and everybody has time. And Saturdays also, weekends are also the days that our parents will be like, especially moms will be like, yeah, go and bring out all your dirty clothes. All of you wash all your dirty clothes today. So while you're washing your dirty clothes, while you're cleaning the house, while you're mopping the sitting room, while you're cleaning your room, you taking care of the beddings while you're cleaning the toilets and the bathrooms, then now she should have a lot of time, to be preparing the beans. So even if the beans is like hard beans and it requires like 30 to 40 minutes to get soft, there's a lot of time because you have a lot of things in and you indulge with, you feel me? So yeah, moving on to my story. Fast forward after the beans is soft, because you'll be checking it time to time at intervals. You open the pot, you use either a spoon to scoop some pieces of the beans and press it to see if it's soft. If it's soft, then you are good to go to put other ingredients. So if it's soft, then here you can now put your ingredients or your red oil. It depends on your strategy. Is it called strategy or your method in preparing beans? You can either put your red oil or you put your other ingredients, then cover it. When you put your other ingredients, the heat now allow the ingredients to go around in the beans. Beans is usually sweeter when you put the red oil last. Get me? Because now the red oil won't cook very much. It'll still be present. The taste of the red oil will still be present. You get me? So after you put your salt, your maggi, your spices, your crayfish, those things you've pounded, the crayfish, the garlic, the ginger, and probably pounded onions also. If you have done that, you now put them in the beans. I like to cook them when it's pretty much soft. If it's plantain you want to use, or it's potato or yam also, when it's almost done, you now pour the plantain or pour the potato or pour the yam. You get me? Stir it a little bit, then you put your red oil. Then stir. That's how to make beans. Hi Clara, you're welcome. It was good. That's how to make beans. So now my dad has taught me. I was like, yes, I've learned. It is recorded in my head. Type sheet, call me Chef Coda, Chef C. You get the vibe. So it was my turn to prepare beans. Now, like I said, you have to avoid it twice. The first one, you throw away that black water because it's not good for consumption. Then the second one, yeah, that's one that you now slice your onions and allow it to get soft. So now it was my time to cook. I don't know. Beans normally rises, yeah, so as it's rising, you're adding water so it gets softer. But now, me that was preparing the beans, now I know normally it's meant to get soft first before you put your ingredient. Yeah, so my elder brother even has one of the funniest first time cooking disaster. But I'll get to his. Mine isn't really bad. I'll get to my brother's one after mine. So I was pouring the water in the beans. It wasn't getting soft. I was pouring water in the beans. It wasn't getting soft. And me, I was like, what is happening? Normally, if you allow the beans to cook for a while, it will get soft. Why is it not getting soft? After 15 minutes, I'll pour water. Once the beans soaks water, I'll pour water. Once the beans soaks water, I'll pour water. See, I spent like 1 hour 30 minutes, close to 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken, just putting water in beans, and I'm not even going to the next stages. People are hungry, banking on me to be done cooking the beans. But it wasn't my fault, I was only shown once, and I thought, that sometimes that they teach you how to cook, and you feel okay, you've known it because it seems or it looked pretty easy, probably because the person is an expert. You feel me? So me, I thought, I know how to do this already now. It's not this they showed me. Normally, it's already in my head. Bro, I said in like close to 2 hours, I was just pouring water in the beans. The beans was not getting soft. the beans was not getting soft. It was just sucking the water. I don't know the ideology behind that beans. I don't know if I was at fault or the beans was at fault. Actually, I don't know what happened, but I guess my elder brother came to help me. I can't really recall, but actually, no, I rushed it. I was like, is either these beans get soft or may I get the fuck out of this place? I'm sorry, my language. I was like, is that these beans get soft or may I leave these beans in peace because I cannot stress myself, considering the fact that I'm hungry as well. So, the last what I added, I just added all my ingredients, added everything. They call water beans. That was what I cooked though, but the beans didn't really come out well, because that was my first time preparing beans. I don't know why I did wrong because I followed the method I had in my head and what I saw. Sometimes we learn better by seeing, sometimes we learn by sharing, sometimes we learn by practicing. So that was my first time putting what I've been taught into practice. It didn't really come out that bad, but it didn't really come out well, sha. In China, I spent like close to 2 hours. I would have used to probably watch Power Rangers, because during weekends on Saturday, that was when they showed Power Rangers a lot. Was it Power Rangers, SPD? Was it SPD? I forgot. I was pretty young then. I was either 11 years old or 12 years old, sha. I forgot the Power Rangers that was raining then, if it was XPD or gosh, man, I forgot it, but I guess it was SPD. Time I would have used to watch Power Rangers, I was trying to cook beans, but the turnout it wasn't really bad, but it was not good. So it's just like you tried, but next time you do better because it's your first time. I think that was the remark I that was the remark I got. The beans wasn't really bad. It wasn't so sweet because now there was a lot of water in the beans. So I got you tried, but next time you can do better. That was my first time preparing beans, so that was like my first time disaster in cooking, because I'm not really a fan of beans. You know what? Something you like, a food you love, yeah, you will learn it better. I think if it was probably rice or spaghetti, because my first time preparing spaghetti, I wasn't bad. There was no disaster. I prepared it nice, because even if I'm not like currently now, I love spaghetti, but I prefer parboiled spaghetti with stew than the jollof. But then the jollof slaps also when you like, you dice sausage into the spaghetti. There's fried egg, there's boiled egg, there's fried plantain. They are just animals, chopped beef. It's still nice, but I think parboiled spaghetti and stew, I can eat it morning, afternoon, night, like twice a day, and I wouldn't get tired of it. It's one of my best food currently. So my first time preparing spaghetti, it came out well. My first time preparing rice, it wasn't really bad. It wasn't really bad. Although the ingredients wasn't too sweet, but it wasn't bad. But I guess beans, I wasn't like a fan of beans. I didn't really like beans that well. That's probably why it wasn't so good. But now I can cook, man. Sometimes I used to bust my head, the way I prepare my meals. I used to bust my head. But it's sweeter when someone cooks food for you. It's just nice. I don't like going into the kitchen, but if it requires I go to the kitchen, yeah, I go, and I know how to cook pretty well. So I don't need to like wait for someone when I'm hungry. If I'm hungry and there's something to cook, now I can prepare it. My parents taught us how to cook, my brothers and I. So that was like I'll give myself like a 7.5 over 10, because 7.5 or 8 over 10, because I can actually cook anything I want to eat, even though it may not be 100%, but I'll eat it and I'll survive. But not like survive passive, but I'll still enjoy what I'm eating. You understand? So that's it for beans. I guess my brother's story. Let me give you guys my brother's first cooking disaster. His was like the worst. Now, I think if it's the first time preparing beans, I don't know if you guys prepare beans the way we prepare beans in Nigeria, but if it's your first time preparing beans, there's a 70% chance you mess up. Like, there's a 70% chance you do something crazy. It's just normal. Hi, Baba Song Baba, Indonesia. Shout out to you. You're welcome. If it's your first time preparing beans, there's 70% chance you mess up. Like, there's no hiding this one and no fugazi. So my dad brother then, I was still in primary school. I think I was like 7, about 2. Either 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, my parents, I don't know, either my parents traveled and they left us at home, and they like gave my dad brother some money and told him take care of your siblings. Told him today you prepare beans, tomorrow you prepare was it yam? I forgot it, but they gave him a list of what he was going to prepare, and they gave him money for our feeding and our upkeep for the time being. They traveled and the time to be away. Now, that day there was light, so we were all in the sitting room, we were just having fun. They went out to the other brother, what's up now? We are hungry, we can't cook for us. Daddy and mommy left us in your hands, so you're the one that is meant to take care of us. Can't prepare for, let's eat. I was like, no problem. Then we went to the kitchen. Beans, you see beans. If it's your first time cooking beans, It probably is not, maybe not now that we are all grown up, but if you're in the tender age and it's your first time preparing beans, there's a higher tendency you mess up. Even if it's now you're trying to cook beans, probably you're like 24, 25, 22, 19, 18, you're trying to prepare beans for the first time. There's still a tendency you mess up. So it's not like a prophecy. It's a tendency you mess up because it may not be sweet, it may be too sweet, it may be brah. So my other brother story here, I went inside, was preparing the beans. So this kind of thing, like you're perceiving the aroma of the food, but the turnout of the food is different from what different from the aroma the food was giving. I don't know how that happened, sha. But we're like, I found that this your food they done, even this your food be ready. But we're not like feeling it, we're just watching cartoon in the sitting room, waiting then finally he brought the food. Now I say beans can mess you up. As he brought this food, it was too much salt in these beans, bro. One thing most people don't know how to do when it comes to cooking is the gauge of salt. You don't know the amount of salt to put in the meals they're trying to cook. Most persons, even women, even women of age, know how to cook or trying to cook. You see the gauge of salt or the amount of salt to put in a meal, bro, is something that gives a lot of people difficult time. So I don't know what happened to my brother that day, but like we were very young. I was like 7 thereabouts, so we were pretty much young. The beans was so salty, my god. I know if it's like pepper, if there's too much pepper in the beans, now red oil is like a remedy to too much pepper. If you didn't know, if you prepare a food and probably the food is too peppery, red oil can reduce the pepper in the food. So if this food was too peppery, probably it would have been remedy for red oil. And one thing you should understand is that red oil also kills pepper, and red oil also kills ingredients. That's one tricky thing about cooking beans. That's why I said if it's your first time preparing beans, there's a tendency that you mess up, because if you were to put your red oil last, or if you were to put your red oil before your ingredients, then you put the ingredients after, believe me, you may not feel the taste of the ingredient, and you may keep adding. Or when the red oil has heated up and you stirred it, the actual taste of the ingredients and everything you were adding would come out. That's one tricky thing about beans. So I feel probably my elder brother put the red oil first. So as he put the red oil, that was when he was applying salt. And since red oil kills salt and the red oil isn't heated up yet, you will definitely not get the main taste of the beans. I think that was what happened, because the beans was salty as hell. And now the remedy was like, bro, father, how are you gonna do this beans? Would you wash the beans? And we were hungry. There's no way we would tell him to go and start cooking beans from scratch again. And why would you even cook beans from scratch again? He said the first time we would have wasted, bro. That day, I don't know, was it bread we ended up eating? But I don't know, we couldn't eat that bean because it was salty as hell. So let me give you a clue. If you are preparing beans here, what you should usually do, or what you should do, is that after pounding your garlic, ginger, pepper, crayfish, you can pound onions as well if you're not the type that likes seeing onions. And onions is not really nice when you see it like physically, like in beans. It's better when you pound it or blend it into like a syrup. So after you pounded everything and your beans is kind of soft, you would have, like I said, heated it up with onions and it's kind of soft. What you should do is that put all your ingredients in the beans after the beans get soft. Put minus the red oil, that's the palm oil. Put all your ingredients in the beans, yeah? After putting all your ingredients in the beans, stir it. But the trick is that if you stir it, you may get burnt. So you have to be careful. So it may get burnt, but then putting your ingredients first, it's a very good way to knowing the actual taste of your beans. So after putting the ingredients, make sure it heats, like cover the pot and make sure it heats. Then stir it for a while. After stirring for a while, taste it. You can't be cooking a meal and you wouldn't taste it. Come on, it's tasting that will tell you if you add more salt or you add more pepper, or you add more spices. So after stirring, you taste it. If it has given you the actual taste you need, now you know that when you add red oil or the palm oil, it will kill like 20% of that ingredient or 20% of the taste of the beans, because red oil, also known as palm oil, reduces taste of food. So after putting the red oil, just put it, then like don't like really turn, just put it and cover it. Allow the red oil to heat as well. After it has heated, then carry, probably if it requires more salt, then you can add more salt in the beans. If it requires more pepper, you can add pepper. If it requires more spices, you can add. After the red oil has heated up, then after adding it, then stir it. Red oil just needs to heat for like probably 10 minutes. Don't need to allow it to heat that much, because red oil is one of the major spices of beans. There's what the Yoruba people call ewagoin. This ewagoin, you don't need to cook the beans like normal beans. You just parboil the beans. That's white beans. When it's white, you would have heated up your stew, but your stew now will also be with red oil. That is red oil stew. So you just serve the white beans, then serve the red oil stew on top of the beans. Then you can now add like red tomato stew or something if you want. That's what the Yoruba people know as ewagoin. So this particular style of beans is very delicious when you eat it with bread. Beans is one beautiful food that you can eat it with bread, you can eat it with curry, you can eat it with what else? You can eat it with pap, you can eat it with custard, you can eat it with I don't know the English name for it, but I think you can eat it with oats. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried that one, but it's a kind of diversified meal that you can eat with different things and you still enjoy yourself. That's one thing with beans. I think that was my first time preparing beans, and that's my first cooking disaster, beans. Since that time, me and beans were like this. Anytime my parents say cook beans, I say snow me you. What's happening? I say snow me you. Cook beans. I say snow me you. Me and you. Oh, is this one? I just change yourself. Prepare beans. I say it's not me and you. Yeah. So that was my first time. I think the second time, bro, I would have had a lot of cooking disasters. But there was one that I brought like, I heaped up punishment upon myself. So I wasn't young. I was in university. I was in my third year. That was my 300 level. One funny meal also that is pretty much easy to cook, but it can mess it up. You see, noodles. Noodles is very easy to cook. It's something that I can prepare in 7 to 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes.
Offline and in the background. Try YouTube Premium on us.
No, sir. It's something you can prepare in like 10 to 15 minutes and you'll be done. It's not pretty hard. But then you have to have this skill to be able to prepare noodles to standard, like chef standard. So that night, I was hungry, and I bought noodles, and I bought Smooth. That's Chapman. It's Chapman, but the brand or the company that does the Chapman it's known as Smooth, or it's called Smooth. So I bought noodles, I bought Chapman. I went home. I set up my Netflix, selected the movie I wanted to watch, and I went to the kitchen, I was preparing the noodles. It didn't take me that much time. I had fried my eggs already. Now, like I said, one pretty much tricky thing when it comes to noodles is the pepper. Because now, if you want to use fresh pepper, you need to know the amount. Is the amount is called, or the quantity of the fresh pepper you're gonna put in the noodles. If it's blended pepper you want to use, some blended pepper are hotter than others. Some blended pepper, they mix it with color, so it's not really as hot as others. There's what they call Cameroon pepper. It's black. Bruh, that pepper is extremely hot, and it gives noodles a kind of different taste. Now it's usually nice. If you want to enjoy noodles, you should use Cameroon pepper. It's black. It's pretty good. So that day, I was preparing my noodles. Then I think they sell then they were selling the smaller chimere pepper for 20 naira. It's like there's a way they normally tie. So they were selling it for 20 naira. The bigger one they sell it for 15 naira. Yeah, and the bigger one is like times 3 of the smaller one. Then I went to the shop. I was like, give me noodles. They gave me noodles. I was like, give me pepper. How much is this one? They said it's the small one. Alright, give me. I thought the small was different. I was like, alright, give me 15 naira. See, that one is the small one. I thought the price had changed. So they gave me the bigger one, which was 15 naira instead of the smaller one. I felt it was the smaller one. And that smaller one for 20 naira, if you use to prepare noodles, the noodles will come out well, like nice. Your noodles will come out nice, like really good. Then now, I went home. I was preparing my noodles, like I said. My Netflix was ready. I think the movie I was watching then was either I don't know if it was Vikings or Ozark. I forgot to share, but it was a pretty interesting movie. And I was preparing my noodles. Now that pepper which I thought was the small pepper. I don't know if I should classify this as a cooking disaster, but I think it's a cooking disaster because it didn't give me what I wanted. So that pepper which I thought was the small one for 20 naira was actually the big one for 15 naira. But like I said, I thought it was the smaller one, so I just opened it and put everything in noodles in the noodles I was preparing. I was preparing 3 sachets, those smaller ones, or the smallest ones rather. That was Indomitables. That was what I was preparing. So I just put everything inside the noodles. My noodles was ready. I served it. Put my egg, my boiled egg. Took it to the sitting room. Guys, I said I bought a Chapman. Yeah. From the first base I took, we went to secondary school. I don't know if it's everywhere, but the secondary school I went to, if I attended a boarding school, the first scoop or the first spoon of a food is usually called bees. Half an hour, give me 1 bees now. If someone tells you half an hour, bro, give me 1 bees, that's like give me 1 spoon or give me 1 scoop. So the first bees or the first spoon I took, I usually use fork to eat most meals. So I don't know if I call it the first fork. That I said the first bees. The first one I took, I was like, okay, this is kind of hard, but it's manageable since I have Chapman. Guys, I didn't take up to 4 spoons or 4 scoops or 4 bases of that noodles. See, tears, like extreme tears, as if someone dealt the hell out of me. Extreme tears and kata were just rolling down my nostrils, my eyes, my face. I was sweating profusely, as if I just ran miles. Bro, I was sweating profusely. The Chapman I bought, I finished everything. That pepper didn't clear off my tongue. There was light. The AC was on, but I was fanning myself. I brought fan, I brought cloth, bro. I was fanning my back. See, Jesus, that's one of cooking disasters I've had that I don't think I can forget in a hurry. And it's already like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So it's already like 4 years, I think, around 4 years, and I still can't forget that experience, bro. The pepper in that noodles was, see, Jesus. I don't even reach that for, I don't know. I cannot say I don't reach that for my enemy. That's my enemy's business. If he's planning evil for me, he will be the victim of his circumstance. But bro, that pepper was too hot. I used like 15 minutes to share the extreme tears, as if even when I was heartbroken, I never cried. I don't think I ever cried. I can be a hopeless romantic, I can like truly love someone, but in the break man, I don't think I ever cried. I haven't. But when I was crying, so I see, bro. Nah, it's an experience that I can't forget. That's my second. What's this? Okay. You wanna mess me up? Alright, I'm sorry. My extension was trying to mess me up. So yeah, I think that's like my my careless cooking disaster that I can't forget. So whenever you're preparing noodles, one of the things you should be mindful of is pepper. If you're the type that likes pepper very much, know the kind of amount you put in your pepper. If you like pepper very much, just know, because sometimes you put a lot of pepper and it don't give you the kind of vibes you were like expecting to get. As I was saying, sorry, my network was, each Indomie pack normally comes with its spice. Like each pack comes with its spice, and it contains pepper and that sweet salt. It's mixed with a lot of things. I don't know how they get that spice, but that Indomie spice is really nice. So the cheat code is that whenever you're preparing noodles, let's say you're preparing 2 or you're preparing 3. Okay, let me use 3 because 3 is like an average go-to for every young guy. Yeah, we're preparing 3 of those smaller indomies, the smallest ones rather, indomie tables. Instead of putting the 3 spices in the noodles at once, what you should do is that sometimes put 2. Since you're already putting external pepper, that is aside the hot spice that the noodles usually comes with, yeah, put just 2. If you put the 3 of them, it may be very salty or too sweet. I know if noodles is too sweet, you wouldn't really enjoy it. So the cheat code is that put just 2, then you can put your pepper and other thing, or put 2, then put half of the last one, but don't put the 3 of them. Put the 3 of them, it'll be too sweet. Because once you put Indomie on fire, it's like when the water soaks it, it's kind of shrinks or shrinks to a smaller size, so it doesn't require more spice. So just like a little bit. That's why putting 2 instead of the 3, the whole 3 in 3 packs is actually like the go-to when it comes to preparing noodles. So guys, these are like the 2. That beans that was my first cooking disaster. I don't really consider that one as a cooking disaster because, come on, I was like 12 years old, and I was like 12 years old, and if it's your first time preparing beans, like I said, there's a tendency of you messing up, or there's a tendency of you cooking, you know, either it's too salty beans, or no salt at all in the beans, or you cook what you call water beans. Water beans. That water beans is like when the salt is too much in the beans, and the salt is too much in the beans, you'll be able to, sorry, that's when the water is too much in the beans. So I don't really consider that beans are, but it's a cooking disaster, but it's my learning process, but now I can't make such mistake again. So and noodles, I like mind myself to be very much careful whenever I'm preparing noodles, because I don't want to prepare noodles that is too peppery, because noodles that is too peppery, you wouldn't enjoy it no matter how. There's no how you enjoy a meal that you have to go out and blow your nose, you have to go out and clean your eyes from tears, you have to go out and wash your face. You'll just be tired of the food. So that's the cheat code to prepare noodles. If you buy 3 packs, use 2 spices from the packs. If you buy 4, use 3. If you buy 2, you can use 1.5. If you are cooking 5, you can use 3.5 or 4. Yeah, the thing is that once you're putting pepper is like a different ball game when it comes to this. Like one of the major spices. So no matter how little you put the Indomie spices, pepper will just make it come alive. You get the point. Hi, Amari. Who are you? Who do you think I am? Who are you? I don't think that's the question. You should just come to someone's live stream and be like, who are you? Come on. That's so violently intruding. Yeah. You come to someone's live stream and be like, hi bro. Or hey, what's up? And me, I'll be like, yo, Amari, how are you doing? You're welcome, man. What's good? You get me? You should just come to someone's space and be like, who are you? Are you a policeman? Are you a detective? Nah, you shouldn't do that. You feel me? But that's choice. It's too small. I'm cool, that man. You're welcome. I can already see your name, Amaric, and I think you're into graphics, since your handle is Amharic animation video, so I guess you're into animations and stuff. So you're welcome to my live stream. I do this every day, different topics. Fridays are usually for fun, and today I'm just talking about some of my food cooking disasters I had growing up. So type shit. I'm just playing with you. Yeah, for you, man. I for you. So you're welcome, and shout out to you, and shout out to you all, guys. You permit me. Right about now, I've come to the end of today's session. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So if you have any questions you wanna ask me, not regarding the cooking disaster I mentioned, just like any funny questions, any personal questions, any questions on love, any questions on relationship, any questions on family, any questions on gratitude, any questions on life as well, or if you have anything bothering you or bothering you and you want to share to everybody, or you want to ask, come on, you can ask, and I'll be with you. So guys, that being said, like I said, I was just returning from work, then I come on live to do this stuff. Where am I from? Okay, shout out to you. I said it earlier, but you're just coming, so nevertheless, or notwithstanding, I'm from Nigeria. Nigeria is in Africa, precisely West Africa. That's where I'm from. What about you, Amari? Where are you from? And where are you currently streaming from? Okay, so can give you a shout out. Alright guys, the vibes right about now. This is Livestream, your host today is cool, and the vibes. Unported, guys. Wherever you're watching from, wherever you're streaming from right now, this is me giving you a big shout out, a big shout out, and a big shout out. I love you guys so much. Just right about now, I have to undress, and take a bath, take a shower, so I can feel alright and get something to eat, because I haven't eaten today. I think I just had a biscuit when I came back home. So guys, right about now, this is me telling you that I wanna go out. I appreciate you guys. Come on, coming through, in your various schedules, coming for my live stream. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you guys so much, so much, so much. So if it's night where you are right now, it's night where I am. Have a good night, sleep good, sleep beautifully, sleep like a baby. I wake up like a giant. If it's morning where you are right now, go out and excel, go out and dominate. I mean, lines fall in pleasant places for you. If it's afternoon where you are right now, stay safe, stay calm, stay collected, and stay hydrated. And guys, in everything you do, like I would always say, cultivate gratitude as a practice, cultivate gratitude as a conscious practice, and cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle. One beautiful thing about gratitude keeps you in check. The going gets good, the going gets tough, no matter the challenges, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation. Gratitude reminds you of the good things in your life and the good things around you, and reminds you of the blessings that aren't quantifiable. And if you're to count your blessings, you realize, come on, you can't name them by their names. They are surplus, they are countless. Understand me? And gratitude also helps you recognize the good people in your life and appreciate them better, and this also increases and boosts the intimacy and bond you guys share. And one beautiful thing gratitude also does as well is that it opens doors for more blessings, because the more grateful you are, the more blessings will come your way. The more appreciative you are, the more someone will go out of his way to do good for you. So the more thankful and grateful you are to God, the more he will wanna do more miracles, more blessings, more provisions, protection for you. Because come on, there are a lot of things that we take for granted. Basically waking up, come on, that's on God. Going out of your house every day, every single day, and coming back unhurt, safe and sound, that's on God. Friends by your side, having friends that support you, having friends you can call, having family members you can run to. That's a love to be grateful for. So cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle, because it will help you throughout, if you're going through anything, challenges. And one thing you should understand is that challenges are a part of life, because they make life more meaningful. Because when you overcome them, become happy, and you would have learned a thing or two, or you would have become blessed. So cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle and keep practicing it, because sometimes you may forget and you may want to worry and you may want to complain. But there's a quote I read yesterday. It said, if it's something, wait, let me try to recall. If the situation is something that you can handle, I'm paraphrasing. If the situation or the circumstance is something that you can handle, then there's no point to worrying about it. And if the situation is something that it's beyond you and you can't handle, same thing, there's no point worrying about it, because worrying or complaining doesn't change anything. Worrying or complaining doesn't get you anywhere. It just messes with your mental health or messes with you psychologically and emotionally. So stay grateful, guys. Cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle and keep it on check. Bless up. Right about now, I'm signing up. And right about now, we outside. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, on Vibes and Catch Up. Come through. Let's have a nice time on Vibes and catch up on probably memories or that topics. I love you guys, and I love you guys so much. Please say it back. Alright, that was you guys have said it back. Alright, right about now, I'll be signing off. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay chasing, stay believing, keep putting in the work, and definitely you're gonna be successful and you're gonna reach that target or that thing you've been chasing. And God bless you. I love you guys so much. Right about now, signing off. Peace out. I remain Coda, and you know the vibes. And this is Livestream dedicated blog, which is all about changing the narrative, learning together, growing to become the better versions of ourselves, and leaving an impact and a legacy on the sands of time and fulfilling our purpose. Don't miss tomorrow, don't miss Sunday, don't miss Monday, don't miss Tuesday, don't miss Wednesday, Thursday, and don't miss Friday as well. Right about now, outside. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I love you guys. Shout out to you. Peace out. One love.